Hi students, today we discuss about the nerve tissue. Animals possess four types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nerve tissue. We already completed epithelial, connective and muscular tissue. Today we discuss about the nerve tissue. The nerve tissue is derived from ectoderm. Derived from ectoderm. Nerve tissue consists of neurons. Consists of neurons. The neurons of nerve tissue exerts the greatest control over the body's responsiveness to the changing external and internal environment. So, the neurons of the nerve tissue regulate the body functions and brings coordination between the body organs. So, the nerve tissue receive impulses and gives responses and regulate body functions and brings coordination between the organs. Without nerve tissue, the body organs does not coordinated and body function does not regulated. So the body functions are regulated and by nerve tissue. The nerve tissue brings coordination between the organs. It receives the impulses from outside of the body and gives responses. The nerve tissue consists of two types of cells: neurons and neuroglia. So the nerve tissue consists of two types of cells, neurons and neuroglia. Here, neurons are impulse conducting cells. Neuroglia are non-conducting cells. These are supporting cells in the nerve tissue. Neuroglia gives support to neurons or nerve tissue. These are non-conducting cells, but neurons are impulse conducting cells. Now we discuss about the neurons of the nerve tissue. Neurons are functional units of nerve tissue. So these are functional units of the nerve tissue. Next, neurons are electrically excitable cells. The neurons receives impulses and generate action potential. So neurons are electrically excitable cells which receives impulses and generate action potential. This action potential travel along the length of neuron. Next, neurons receives impulses receives impulses, conduct the so it receive impulses, conduct the impulses. So the neurons receive impulses and conduct the transmit the impulses. Now we discuss about the structure of neuron. So the neurons receive, conduct and initiate the nerve impulses. Nerve impulses receive, conduct or transmit and initiate the nerve impulses. Now we discuss about the structure of a neuron or nerve cell. So this is nerve cell. This is plasma lemma. This is cell body or cytosol or soma. This is nucleus. These are dendrites. This is axon. This is axoplasm. These are missile granules. So now we'll discuss about the structure of a neuron or nerve cell. So neurons are functional units of the nervous tissue. The neurons receives, conduct and initiate the nerve impulses. Neurons are electrically excitable cells. When the neurons receives the impulses, action potential is generated. This action potential travel or transmit along the length of neurons or nerve cell. Now we discuss about the structure of a neuron or nerve cell. The neuron consists of cell body, dendrites and axon. So a neuron consists of cell body, dendrites and axon. Cell body. The neuron possesses a cell body. Cell body is also called cyton or soma. The cell body is covered by a membrane called plasma lemma. Inside the plasma lemma, cytoplasm is present. The cytoplasm of the cell body possesses a distinct large spherical nucleus. Next, the cytoplasm of the cell body contains micelle granules, neurofibrils, lipofuscin. So the cytoplasm of the cell body contains a large single spherical nucleus. The cytoplasm of the cell body also contains micelle granules, neurofibrils and lipofuscin. Here micelle granules are represented RER. So the micelle granules of the cell body represents RER, ribosomal endoplasmic reticulum. The ribosomal endoplasmic reticulum are the sites of protein synthesis. So micelle granules are represented RER, the sites of protein synthesis. Next, neurofibrils. Neurofibrils play an important role in the transport of proteins and other substances within the cytoplasm of the cell body. So the neurofibrils play an important role in the transportation of proteins and other substances within the cytoplasm of the cell body. Next, lipofuscin. Lipofuscins are the cell waste material of the cells. Store in the lysosomes with yeast. So the lipofuscins are the cellular waste material stored in the lysosomes with yeast. So lipofuscins are cellular waste material which store in the lysosomes with yeast. So these are lipofuscin. So this is a cell body. Next, dendrites. A short cylindrical shaped branched fibers are arised from cell body. These are called dendrites. Some neurons possess one dendrite. Some neurons possess more than one dendrite. So, one or more than one short cylindrical and branched fibers or filaments are arrayed around the cell body are called dendrites. Dendrites possess micelle granules, neurofibrils, and lipofuscin. So dendrites contains micelle granules and neurofibrils. What are the functions of dendrites? The dendrites conduct the nerve impulses towards the cell body. So the dendrites receives the impulses from outside of the cell body and transmit them into or towards the cell body. So the cell dendrites conduct the nerve impulses towards the cell body. So these are dendrites. Next, axon. A single long filament or fiber is arranged from cell body called axon. The region where the axon is arranged from cell body is called axon hillock. So the axon is arranged from cell body. The region where the axon is arranged from cell body is called axon hillock. Next, the cytoplasm, the plasma membrane around the axon is called axolemma. The cytoplasm inside the axolemma is called axoplasm. So the axoplasm of the axon contains neurofibrils. The micelle granules are absent in the axoplasm. Next, the axon forms collateral branches. So axons forms branches called collateral branches. Next, axon, the end of the axon divides into branches. The branches divides into filaments called dilodendria or axon terminal. So end of the axon divides into branches, which divides into small branches or filaments called dilodendria or axon terminals. The axon terminals, end of each axon terminals possess a sac-like structure called synaptic nerves. Each synaptic nerve possesses synaptic vesicles. The synaptic vesicles contains enzymes and neurotransmitters. So the axon ends divides into branches, which divides into telodendria or axon terminals. End of each axon terminal or telodendria possess synaptic nerves or buttons. Each synaptic nerve possesses synaptic vesicles. The synaptic vesicles fills with neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters. Next, the axon conduct the nerve impulses away from the cell body to synapse. To synapse. So the axon, so the nerve impulse travel through the axolemma of the axon. So the axon conduct the or transmit the nerve impulses away from the cell body to synapse. To synapse. What is synapse? A small gap. A small gap between two neurons or a neuron and a muscular cell or glandular cell is called synapse. So a small gap is present between two neurons or nerve cells or a neuron and muscular cell or a neuron and glandular cell. This small gap is called synapse. So the nerve impulse travel through the axon and reach to next cell of the synapse. Here the nerve impulse or action potential transfer from one neuron to another neuron or cell through synapse with the help of neurotransmitters. So the neurotransmitter helps in the transmission of action potential from one neuron to another neuron or another cell. So neurotransmitters are located in the synaptic vesicles of synaptic nerves. So this is the structure of a neuron. Next I will explain the next a group of cell bodies. A group of cell bodies are cyton locates in the central nervous system. A group of cell bodies which is locates in the central nervous system is called nucleus. Next, a group of cell bodies which are present in the PNS, peripheral nervous system. PNS means peripheral nervous system, are called ganglia. So a group of cell bodies which are present in the or locates in the central nervous system is called nucleus. Next, a group of cell bodies which are locates or present in the peripheral nervous system are called ganglia. Next, a group of axons, which are locates are present in the central nervous system. In the central nervous system are called tracts. Next, a group of axons which are locates are present in the peripheral nervous system are called nerve. So, a group of axons which are locates in the central nervous system are called tracts. Next, a group of axons which are locates are present in the peripheral nervous system are called nerve. Here, the brain and spinal cords are collectively called central nervous system. Next, the nerves which are arised from central nervous system are called peripheral nervous system. So, this is the structure of a neuron. Next, I will explain the types of neurons in the next class.